مرحبا جميعا. درسنا اليوم عن الفيكتور and translation للجريد 9 معكم الأستاذ علي ترحيب. At the end of the chapter I will be able to first we're gonna define what does a vector means and how to add two vectors by using head-to-tail rule or tail-to-tail rule. Calculate the components of a vector using 2 points. Translate an object using a vector. Find the equation of a line using a translation. First we're gonna start with what does a vector mean. شو معنات الفيكتور؟ Suppose that we have an object moving from point A to B. As we saw, we noticed that the object moved in a specific length from point A and to B, specific sense from A to B, and specific direction. The path drawn from A to B, we called it a vector. Notation AB with an arrow above it to the right. Then a vector is a directed line segment that have A as a tail, B as a head, or starting point and ending point, or we can call A as origin. It has a specific length AB and direction بيعتمد على parallelism وعنده sense from point A to the point B. Okay, هيدا النوتيشن لإله. طيب, we say that two vectors are equal, then they must have, we have vector EF and vector CD are equal, then they must have the same length, EF and CD are equal, they must be parallel, then same direction, يعني بدي يكونوا parallel على بعضهم. هون مثل ما ملاحظين EF and CD are parallel, and same sense from E to F, from C to D. Then we have EF and CD are parallel and equal, then EFDC must be a par. وكون السنس كتير مهم بالفيكتورز، فبالتالي أنا معي فيكتور AB ما بيساوي الفيكتور BA، فبالتالي يطلع معي AB equal minus فيكتور BA. ليه؟ عشان AB هو opposite sense للBA. addition of vectors. عنا طريقتين لحتى نجمع اثنين فيكتور ونجيب الريزلت نطولهم. أول وحدة هي head to tail rule، تاني وحدة هي tail to tail rule. Okay. Suppose that we have two vectors A, B and CD. The head to tail rule, this one is the head of vector AB and C is the tail of CD. We're gonna draw from B a vector equal to CD, okay, and from point B, and then we connect the starting point of A and the ending point of CD, and this one will be the additional vector of AB and BC. Okay, example, هناخد AB plus BD. AB ends with B, BD starts with B. Then we have AB plus BD equal AD. Okay, EF plus FL. EF انتهى بF، FL ابتدى بF، فبالتالي هون تشاسلس هي فينا نطبقها، بالتالي بيطلع معي هو EL. KL plus MK، منلاحظ هوني انه هيدا انتهى بK، هيدا بلش بK، هوني فينا نقلبهم يطلع معي MK plus KL، يطلع معي جواب هو ML. GH plus HG، اوكي، هوني كمان نفس الشي، فبيطلع معي GG اللي هو فيكتور 0. خلينا نكمل. هلا بدنا نعمل tail to tail rule اللي هي parallelogram law. We're gonna take the same vector AB and CD. This is one vector AB and this one vector CD. The last time we start with B. Now we're gonna start with A. From A we draw a vector equal to CD. Then we complete the parallelogram, okay, as we can see, and the diagonal from A will be the vector of addition of AB and CD. Okay, let's take an example. Observe the figure, then answer the question below. We have ABCD is a par, BEFC is also a par. We have to DA plus DC, DA plus DC. This one is tail to tail rule. Then we complete the parallelogram as we can see, and the answer will be the diagonal dB, which is the vector dB. BE plus BC، BE plus BC هيدي tail to tail rule، يعني هي parallelogram law، بيطلع معي هو الفكتور مين؟ BF. Components of a vector. Components of a vector. We take 2 points A, coordinates x a y a and b x b y b. Then the coordinates للcomponent للvector AB x ل AB is x ل B minus x ل A و y ل AB equal y ل B minus y ل A. For example, let's take A equal A 2 4 will be 6 7. We apply the formula x ل AB vector AB equal x ل B minus x ل A in 6 minus 2 equal 4, and y ل AB y ل B minus y ل A اللي هي 7 minus 4 equal 3. So vector AB of component 4 and 3. The translation. What does translation mean? Translation is a sliding an object from one position to another. This triangle is moving from this side to this side. This one is moving along this vector. As we can see, translation conserve shape, measure, and length. Translation using vectors. Okay, we want to do the translate of point E with respect to a vector AB. We have vector AB and we have point E. What we're gonna do is we're gonna draw from E an equal vector to AB, and this point will be E prime is the translate of E with respect to the vector AB. Then vector AB and vector EE prime are equal, so AB E prime E is a part. Okay, translation and coordinate system. Now we want to find an equation of a line D prime اللي هو هيدا هو line D، بدي اعمل له translate ويطلع معي D prime حسب الفector U of coordinates to 1. First we're gonna draw the line. We take 2 points, x equal 0. We substitute the value of x in the equation, then we obtain y equal 1, and x equal 1, we obtain y equal 3. Then we draw the line. Then we're gonna take a point like this one 0 1, and we're gonna draw the translate of this point with respect to the vector u. Okay, D and D prime must be parallel, right? Okay, like this one, and D prime, this one will be the translate of line D. As we can see that D and D prime are parallel. Okay, D and D prime are parallel, then slope D equals slope D prime, then y equal to x plus b. Now we have to find the value of b, so we need a point belong on line D prime. Okay, we know that point A01 belong to line D. We're gonna find the point A prime, which is the translate of A with respect to the vector u. We have vector A prime equal vector u, since A prime is the translate of A with respect to the vector u. So we apply the formula x la A prime, vector A prime equal x la u. Then we substitute the value and we obtain x la A prime equal la 2. Same thing for y la A prime vector equal y la u. We substitute the values and we obtain y la A prime equal la 2. So then we put the coordinates of A prime in the equation y equal to x plus b, and with a simple calculation we obtain b equal minus 2, and the line will be D prime of equation y equal to x minus 2. شكرا لكم.